All right, guys, welcome back. So today, I usually don't do these style of videos, but seeing as Starfield drops tomorrow, I actually have no Starfield content on my channel whatsoever, because I'm not generally super big on like speculation or like updates or stuff like that. I kind of just wait until the game's out and then we cover it. But I've had so many people asking me, am I going to be playing Starfield? What are my thoughts? Am I excited? And what am I looking forward to? And yes, yes, yes. The answer is always yes. But I wanted to kind of just have a little bit of a side format, a little video where we can, as a community, kind of sit back, discuss, kind of go over the direct, because I believe the Starfield direct is where they released probably the most information about the game publicly, and it was. I've actually seen a direct. We watched it together, but when it came out, it was during the Xbox showcase, and I really didn't take any time to like speak on the Starfield Direct or what I thought or anything like that. We really didn't discuss it. We kind of just watched it and then moved on. So I was going to take this time. We're going to kind of just talk about it. I know there's a lot of stuff that people probably heard, and we could probably address some of those questions here in the chat and go from there. But again, thank you guys so much. If you guys don't know, Starfield releases tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, midnight UTC, worldwide for the people who ordered the premium edition or the the premium edition or the upgrade through Game Pass, because you can play the game on Game Pass, but I think you can buy the upgrade and it'll give you access to the game tomorrow. I just preloaded the game, so preloads are available on Xbox. I just preloaded the game today on Steam. It is now available. Yeah, we're not playing it today. Yeah, this is just a little bit of a discussion. Yeah, I wish I was playing it today, right? That'd be freaking nice. Well, we'll give people a couple minutes to come in. We'll be playing Infected later on tonight. So, for those of you guys that don't know, Starfield is a Bethesda game. It's an open world RPG, but instead of one world like Fallout and stuff like that, there's plenty of worlds in the game that you can explore stuff. One of the big controversies before we even get into this that's going around right now is that each planet isn't a seamless open world where you can just like kind of like the best example I can give you is like No Man's Sky, where it's a procedurally generated world and you can just endlessly travel around said planet. And one of the things that people are complaining about Starfield is that the game is sectioned into regions. So you can indeed go to every part of the planet, but it's not seamless. It's like regions. So as soon as you get to a border, you have to like go and then travel to the other region or whatnot. Now, people were like, "Oh, this is bullshit," like that. But listen. I'm gonna tell you guys right now that if Starfield was a seamless planet, and you could just go around, the world would have way less detail. Because if you go look at a world like in a game that has exactly what people quote unquote want, No Man's Sky, the worlds are very, very plain. They're very, very repetitive. It's just different trees and fauna and stuff like that. There's no detail. Because you got to imagine it's all have to be loaded and stuff like that. So when a world is broken up into different regions, which all the regions are massive, it's gonna have more detail because the game only has to load one area at a time, and it can focus on that one area at a time, and you just get better. So I mean, if a planet's broken up into 10 huge detailed maps, I could care less. I'm not one of them people that the world needs to be seamlessly open world. No, I want the detail. Okay, I will travel to another quote unquote region of the planet for me to have a better looking area. So that was kind of a dumb argument. I mean, I get where people, what they want, but I mean, we're not even to that point technologically, you know, for a game to be able to do that and still maintain that detailed fidelity and shit like that. So you, that I just kind of wanted to get that out the way, because that was one of the big controversy points that we've been hearing going around. Exactly. Mike says, seamless planets have tons of dead space, too much dead space, you know, in areas that are just repetitive, pointless. There's nothing there. It's just ground. You know what I mean? It's not that nice. So it does. It just seems silly. So I just wanted to get that, because I know some of you guys have probably heard like, oh, there's controversy, you know, and a lot of the Starfield controversy is very, very silly, guys. It's like people complaining. I seen this one person that was talking about they were standing in front of a planet. It looked like Saturn, and the person was complaining because we couldn't go to the planet. They're like, oh yeah, look at this. This is like, you can't go to this planet. And somebody was like, bro, it's a gas giant. Like, how the fuck are you supposed to land on gas? It's just literally, you just be floating through the planet. It's not a solid surface. And they were like, oh, we can't land on this planet. Well, obviously. But it's a bunch of silly stuff like that. So if you do hear, oh, there's so much drama, there's so much controversy behind Starfield, it's all just really, really silly stuff that people just need to find a reason to, you know, complain and stuff like that. So Mike with the 12 months, I appreciate you, brother. Congrats again on 100K. I really appreciate that, man. And Patrick, thank you for the super chat, brother. I'm so glad that situation got cleared up for you, though, man. I appreciate it, dude. No, it means a lot, man. Yeah, you wanted to walk on the gas giant. I mean, hey, it is what it is, right? So like I said, today we're going to be kind of just sitting back. This is I don't have like a script or a format for this. And that's why I was going to go with the Starfield Direct, because it kind of breaks the game down in like categories, so we can discuss all the different categories and parts of the game, because there's a lot. So I'll let Todd explain things, and then I'll give you my 2 cents. Then I want you guys to give me your 2 cents, and I kind of want this to be like a back and forth discussion. We can all kind of just talk it out and see what you guys think, see what I think, and stuff like that. All right, so give me 1 sec. I'll get this set up over here for you guys. Right. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and the setup. There we go. I think we need an ability to design our ships so they can look like giant flying toilets. If not, then the game is unplayable. They showcased in this. We'll see the ship build. It was really cool. They made it look like a giant, like almost like the big like Megazord from Star Wars. All right, so let's get this going, guys.
Starfield is our first new universe in over 25 years. But it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world and you get that feeling of unlimited possibilities. But this time, it's not just one world. It's over 1,000 worlds. Because the choice of where to go, it's not ours, it's yours. And it wasn't until now that we had the technology to create it. From the rocks at your feet, to the mountains in the distance, to the people and creatures that live in these worlds. That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too. We realistically simulate the galaxy around you. Our next-generation lighting model uses real-time global illumination to light the world based on the type of star and the makeup of the planet's.
So as Todd's talking here, because I don't want to just let that roll the whole time. So Flashy, thank you for the super chat. I got you covered. If any questions you can't answer off the top, I got you, brother. Appreciate you, man. So when I first seen this, because I honestly, guys, I had no idea what I heard of Starfield, last year and stuff like that, and I just thought it was this super overhyped game that people have been talking about for like freaking 5-6 years, and it was supposed to come out. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I really didn't.
As Fraser once said, the only thing better than a perfect meal is a meal with one little flaw you can discuss all night.
There it is, Lady X. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate you guys. So it was just I really didn't care. I was like, it's a space game, like, yeah. And then we ended up playing No Man's Sky, which I didn't even know the two games had anything in common. And I did enjoy No Man's Sky. So I heard of the Starfield game, really didn't care much about it. And then the Starfield Direct dropped, and I seen this, and I was like, oh shit, this is quite cool, actually. This is something I did not expect. And by the end of this Starfield Direct, guys, I was on board. I was like, yes, sign me up, because I see a lot of people comparing it in the chat. It did have a lot of things that No Man's Sky had. You know what I mean? Like, there was so many things that were in common. We're being able to travel to all these different planets, and they're all random, and there's multiple different planets, and you can set up little bases and this and this and that. And that was the cool thing. I love No Man's Sky. I thought No Man's Sky was a great game. But the one thing that No Man's Sky lacked, and for me personally, was story, characters, any substance. Like, it was a great exploration game, and stuff like that, but there was no story, there was no character, there was no nothing. They had like that one little storyline where you had to, like, the game kind of like teaches you how to go through the galaxy, but other than that, No Man's Sky really didn't have that substance to really get you immersed in the world. So we still had fun playing it, though. It was still great. And then I was like, the Starfield game is kind of like, it has all the great things that No Man's Sky has, but it has a full-fledged, like, cities, side quests, factions, and stuff like that, like Skyrim, like an Elder Scrolls game, like a Fallout game, characters. And I was like, this doesn't seem real, you know what I mean? So I was super, super on board by the end of this. But what they're describing here, guys, is the planet system, where there's just a bunch of randomly generated planets. Now, they're all the same, but one of the cool things that they're about to get into here, which I'll let them talk about, but the planets are randomly generated. So if I go to, say, planet 1, right, you will also have planet 1. But if I go to planet 1 and you go to planet 1, the POIs and the stuff on said planet, there could be different quests on this planet for me than for you, because it is randomly generated. They generate the planet, and then they'll put like POIs and little story bits on the planets, but it's all random. So that's one of the cool things, that because there is so many different possibilities, that you could go to a planet, I could go to the planet, and it could just be two completely different experiences, which I find to be quite interesting, because games do try to be dynamic, you know what I mean? Especially if you're trying to watch like a playthrough and you're like, hey man, wait, I went to that same planet, that wasn't there, or that person wasn't there, and now oh man, well, I didn't even know that was in a game. Now you go to another planet and you might find the same thing. So I did think that was a pretty cool thing that they had. I don't know. It's just like a random. I don't know how it's possible, how they set that up, but it's possible. That's what they said. But Bethesda said that modders will be able to create planets and quest lines. I can already tell you guys that modders are going to go absolutely crazy with this game. Modders go crazy on all Bethesda games. All the Fallout games, Fallout 4. I played that game so modded, I turned it into like a Last of Us type of situation. It was absolutely insane. So it is going to be cool to see what the modders do with this damn game. They're going to absolutely lose their minds. All right, but let's let this roll for a sec.
It's atmosphere. We also have an all-new animation system. And of course, you can play it in third person, and you can play it in first person.
Which I'm going to do a mix of both.
We love exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in. You can collect resources,
So this is a lot like No Man's Sky right here, like this setup. Like
Do a mission and maybe even stumble upon something unexpected.
So for instance, you might go to this planet and this POI might not be there from what I'm grabbing. Not my playstyle, but cool all the same. You guys know me, I'm a very, very stealth-based person.
We do love stuff and all of the items allowing you to pick everything up, and you can view all that in your data menu. This is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and your inventory. We love to pack a ton of detail in every object.
Yeah, I mean, so look at some of these weapons, guys. Like some of these weapons are I don't know what to even expect. Obviously, they're gonna have different class of weapons and stuff like that: handguns, shotguns, rifles, submachine guns. But there is a lot of variety. Later on in the video too, they just keep going through, and it's like, yo, how many different weapons are there in this game? Because generally, when you play like a Fallout, like there's a decent bit of weapons, but man, I feel like this game has at least double the amount of guns that Fallout had. I'll be playing the game tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be playing the game tomorrow on the channel if you guys are interested.
From all of your weapons, all of the items allowing you to pick everything up, and you can view all that.
So this is kind of like a Fallout game. If you guys have played Fallout, Skyrim, there's always just items in the world that you can interact with that are just sitting on tables and stuff like that, where you guys can like just pick everything up. And generally, in like in the Bethesda game, you loot everything that's not nailed down, especially, and then you sell it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's kind of how this is, where you can just randomly pick up a bunch of stuff
in your data menu. This is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and your inventory.
So as you can see here, this is the refined iron, nice little handgun. Not really my style, unless it could be suppressed. But yeah, that looks like some kind of SMG. Yeah, the rate of fire is 170 rounds, so I take it that's an SMG. I don't, damn, that other gun went so fast I couldn't even stop the damn thing.
This is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and your inventory. We love to pack.
There it is. Oh, so that's the cutter that I think that you've seen them mining with. Now, does it do damage? Range, firing rate, rounds, accuracy. I mean, I don't know if you can use that as an actual weapon. Oh yeah, so it does 4 damage. Okay, so that's the damage number right there. So it is a weapon. You could hurt things with it, I guess, if you needed to.
A ton of
the mag shear, 300 rounds per minute. Okay, so that's
detail in every.
But as you guys can see, there's tons of
weapons, to spacesuits, to food. We just obsess over the details, and food. We obsess over food. When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you. I left Vasco here back at my ship.
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
And he can even say your name. Let's head out.
So one of the things that I've noticed with the game is when you take off from a planet, it's not like No Man's Sky where you get in your ship and you fly. It looks like when you take off and land on planets that it might just do it for, like it might be like a cinematic thing. I don't think you actually like break the atmosphere and land. It looks like it's simulated, which it is what it is. It's all good.
Our mission was to convey the wonder and majesty of space exploration, to evoke the romance of the golden age of early spaceflight. And we've been referring to this approach as NASA Punk. This means a design language where the tech is advanced, yet still looks grounded and relatable.
For us, it's that contrast. That's where the visual interest is. Obviously the NASA, which is the rigid, hard function over style, and then Punk, which is all about style.
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship. Your ship is your home for you and your crew. And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro and analog touch a bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi, where everything is well used.
I love the
worn,
aesthetic,
and lived
because my thing is when it comes to like sci-fi stuff, I don't know. It's like it kind of throws. I've never really been a big sci-fi person. Like, you know, like I love Star Wars, but I feel like Star Wars even has like a little bit of a like a more like retro theme, and everything feels a little bit older, dated. You know, it's not like super like crazy futuristic. I mean, there's some parts of Star Wars that is quite futuristic, but the thing about this is everything did seem quite relatable, and it doesn't feel like over the top sci-fi. It feels like it's possible. It's something that I could envision. You know what I mean? You look at this sink here, and that a lot of this stuff looks like shit we would use in today's day and age. You know what I mean? Like the paper towel holder, the little soap dispenser. You know what I mean? It's all like the cooking mitts and shit like that. It doesn't look crazy out of this world. So I feel like the world is going to be a bit more relatable than some of those like real out of this world sci-fi, which for me, I do like that a lot. Create my ship that looks like a bear's head. Yeah, so it is cinematic. Yeah, no flying between space. It will, because in order for you to fly down to a planet and fly out, it would have to be seamless, which we all know it's obviously not, which means less detail and stuff like that. So obviously they have to load it in. So Star Trek is like advanced sci-fi?
Alrighty. What's the plan, Captain?
So this is the star map.
This is your star map. It starts with the planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and resources. You can choose a landing spot or fast travel to known locations.
Now, this is one of the things that, so as you guys can see, you have a whole breakdown of the planet. Now, granted, you can't, like I said, it's not one big open area, which we already discussed isn't really that big of a deal. You can, as you've seen Todd put down a marker, you can choose to land wherever you want on the planet. Like say, okay, you know, I want to land right here on this little area, or I want to land over here, or I want to land down here, and you can choose where on the planet you want to land, and then your ship will go down there, it'll load up the area, and then you go and you start exploring. So you can still explore the whole entire planet. You just can't do it from the planet side, you know what I mean? But yeah, you can go anywhere you want on the planet. You can set up your there's outposts, POIs and shit like that that are predetermined, which I think you probably have to explore it first, and then you could use that as a point to land. But yeah, as you can see, there's different areas on the planet that you can already go to, or chart your own spot that you want to land, which I thought was pretty cool.
Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are barren but resource-heavy. Zoom out even further to see all the systems in this part of the galaxy. Here, you can plot a course to ones that are light years away. This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space and jump to these systems, and you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if you want to jump to the most distant ones.
So one of the things I wanted to discuss is, you see right here above my head, they're talking about fuel consumption. I wonder, what do you guys think that fuel system's going to be like? Do you think you're going to have to like mine and refine your own fuel? Or do you think you buy it, or both? Is it a resource that you can sell? I don't know. That's one of the things I was sitting here. I was like, because obviously you'll be able to save money if you can mine and refine your own fuel, which I think is super cool. Or is it something that you gotta hope both, right? That's what I was thinking, both, right? But which is really cool, because if you guys know in like the newer Fallout games, Fallout 4 and stuff like that, you're allowed to set up like the settlements. You could go ahead and build in this game. They're going to go into it later, but you can build outposts that actually like mine and gather resources for you, which is really cool. So I can't even imagine what I've seen some of your guys' bases in Fallout, and it's absolutely mind blowing. I can't even wait to see what you guys do with this. Yeah, I wonder if you could, because I plan on being a space pirate. I want to play that more piratey scene. So I'm wondering if you can like steal fuel. You know what I mean? Like, do you think do you think it's going to be possible to pirate fuel? Like if you don't want to buy it, can you take it, dude? Can you take it? Yeah, so that's what I want. I'm not going for like a straight no honor playthrough, guys, but we're definitely going to be playing a space pirate / assassination, bounty hunting type of smuggling, because you can smuggle illegal contraband and all this other stuff. We're going to be more, focusing on that type of stuff. Stealing ships. Yeah, for sure. 100%, guys. Okay, so that's what I was wondering. Because, yeah, I seen and as you guys can see, also you have a cargo hold up there. It shows you how much stuff, like how much cargo you're holding. So I wonder if you can make good money too. Transporting resources, even if you don't want to like transport illegal cargo. I wonder if they're gonna have like, or illegal cargo. I wonder if they're gonna have legal cargo that you can transfer, and make money, delivering supplies from one planet to another. If you kind of want to be like a space merchant yourself, I think that'd be pretty cool. If they allow that type of playthrough. Do we got any space merchants in the chat? Legal space merchants? I'm gonna be an illegal space merchant, okay? We're gonna be moving the illegal stuff. But is there any people that are just gonna be doing the legal stuff? Organs? Yeah, Space Trucker 2023, right? Yeah, see, that's what I want to see. People smuggling, all the smugglers in the chat. Plenty of Han Solos. Everybody in chat's Han Solo today, right? All right, so yeah, I seen that though, and I was wondering about the fuel system. I was like, man, that's going to be, a resource. Like, you're not going to be able to travel until you gather enough fuel to obviously jump. Whether that's buying fuel, whether that's stealing it, or mining it and refining it. So I do wonder how important that fuel resource is going to be. Probably early game, it's going to be a pain in the butt. And as you progress through the game,
But for now, we'll plot a course to the Alpha Centauri system, where we can find the city of New Atlantis.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo.
See, so as you guys see, we were talking about being smugglers and stuff like that, but as soon as you enter the space of the UC or whatever, they scan your ship for contraband. I'm like, I wonder if there's like ship upgrades that you have to buy that like hide contraband on your ship, or if you have to just like blow past their patrols or whatnot. I wonder how that's gonna work out, man. Because now I'm sitting here thinking about it. It's not going to be that easy to smuggle shit. It's not going to be that easy to smuggle shit. Okay, yeah, so that'd be cool. Yeah, build some kind of that can hide stuff from the scans, because yeah, that would definitely not be good. But hopefully those containers aren't too expensive, because I'm trying to get into the smuggling game early on.
Scan complete. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
So this is one of the big cities in the game, which obviously, it's absolutely mind-blowing how big this is.
As soon as you land in a city like New Atlantis, your eyes are guided upwards to just these boundless, vast buildings.
It's the biggest city we've ever made, not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and quests.
So the main focus when we're designing a city is obviously what supports the story. We try and tell as many small stories as possible.
This is a colony war memorial.
It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of real characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
It's paralyzing if you really stop and think about it.
Buddy, it's coffee.
It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
By the time you meet them, Constellation is sort of seen as this mythical group. Most people don't even know they exist anymore. They're the last true explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you.
So obviously the game's got a deep, you know, overarching story that's gonna, you know, progress throughout the whole thing. Now, the one thing I'm gonna promise you, here's my promise to you guys in chat. You ready for this? And I'm making this promise right now, and I expect you guys to hold it to me. So for those of you guys that have been with me, you know, all these years and have watched me play games like this, where you can build bases, upgrade ships and stuff like that, you guys know what my bases are like. All right. You guys know what my bases are like. They're generally very bare bones. My outposts are very, I promise that in this game, no roof. Yeah. I'll build a proper base. That's a promise, okay? You heard it here, all right? I will build a proper base. No roof, no door. What do you mean, can you call my bases bases? Yes! A square room with a locker. Damn, chat lighting me up right now. Come on. All right, but this time, guys, is going to be different, okay? Like, when I build a room, I'll actually, when they show the base building stuff later on, I'll let you guys, and I want you guys to, you know, be like, yeah, we can see it. It's going to be nice, guys. I promise. But as I was saying about the story, the game has it's a main story. But the one cool thing about this game, if a lot of you guys obviously being Bethesda, you know, fans and stuff like that, my favorite part of a game like Elder Scrolls Skyrim wasn't even the main story. Like, yeah, the Dragonborn main story was cool, and that's kind of how I think this is going to be. You know, Constellation's going to have a main story that kind of goes through the game, but then, like, yeah, the Dragonborn story was cool in Skyrim, but what did it for me in that game was the factions. You know, you had the assassins, the thieves guild, the champion, like all those or the campaign, like all those different factions that you could align with, and that is where, you know, then you had the war between you know, the King Alfred or Alfred and the Empire, and it was just that stuff is what did it for me. That's what made Skyrim such an amazing game. And that's what I'm expecting from a game like this, is like, yeah, it's going to have that main story, but the factions are really going to be where the bread and butter is. You can also get housing in the cities as well. Oh, shit. Yeah, see. Well, so, Sean, in this game, you have, there's multiple different, like, layers of, like, customization. Like, you have your ship that you can customize, obviously, and I'm going to make sure that I customize my ship legit, guys. It's not going to be bare bones. And you can actually build outposts, like buildings and stuff. You'll see it here in a little bit on this, and they'll explain it a lot better than I am right now, and we'll kind of discuss it when we get there. But yeah, for what I'm excited though is, yeah, the story and then the, like, the factions and side quests and stuff like that. That's going to be great.
If you could place it on the table here.
Oh my god. Look at how it's coming together.
That means there's a set built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
It's definitely an eclectic cast of characters. You've got Sarah Morgan, the ex-soldier and adventurer, now Constellation's leader. Mateo, the theologian who believes that there's definitely
Brian,
something
first,
else out
congrats
there.
on
Noelle,
100K.
the gift
Well and truly deserved. Next, I can't wait to make the Kessel run in under 14 parsecs.
14 parsecs, baby. Hey, dude, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot, man. What do you mean not be so cheap? When am I ever cheap in a game, chat? Like, let's be real. Come on, guys. Am I actually cheap in games? You guys are about to tell me something. I don't. I feel like I splurge. Hey, I'm gonna be a better Han Solo. Okay, you can go for your 14 parsecs. I'm going for 12. I don't know if parsecs are better, like the lower the number or the high. I don't know how that works, but I'm not frugal. Come on, chat. You guys are sitting. No, was it 12? You won't go 12 if it costs more. Oh, you guys. Solo did it in 12? Shit, I'm going to do it in 11. All right, we're going to put Han Solo to shame. Oh, it's the distance, not the speed. Gotcha, tracking. So, let's
scientist and Sarah Morgan's protege, and Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled systems and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes as long as you have the money.
There's also Vlad, the ex-pirate, Sam Coe, the former space cowboy, and Barrett.
You know what I hate about these pirates? Completely resistant to my otherwise irresistible charm.
See, if I wasn't playing an assassin, I would definitely be a space cowboy.
Constellation is just the first of many you'll embark on. The Settled Systems is home to all kinds of different stories, people, and adventures for you to uncover.
See, that shit we have not. That right there, that is something that nobody has really talked about. Or showcased. I believe that's probably, I don't know if that has to do with the main story, but yeah, you see like those creepy, scary monster things. That shit has not been touched on like at all. Like, what the hell is that? Yeah, what is that? Everything looks so docile and peaceful. What is that? Because I need to make sure we don't go to this planet. We don't need to go to that planet.
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human settlement in space. The people who live here value law, discipline, and the legacy of humanity. They consider themselves the true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC
See what I'm saying? Like, this is the cool
New
shit,
Atlantis
guys.
isn't the only city within the United Colonies.
I'll join the UC.
The city of Sidonia on Mars, to this day, serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies. Beyond the United Colonies' reach, you might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems. This is Freestar Collective Space.
That shit. See, this is my vibe, guys. That's my vibe right there. I really, really like that. That old, like, it's like Western, but like future. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I think we might hang around this area. This is more of like the New Atlantis looks nice, but it's too like, it's too clean. It's too nice. It's too flashy. This is like, you know, down in the dive. You know? Yeah, this is more along. I think that will fit my character's my character's backstory. Yeah, the Freestar Collective. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, like hanging around somewhere like this.
The capital of the Freestar Collective is Aquila City.
So I love
the Stone Root
Inn
is an Aquila City fixture. Ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
It's high noon.
Neon started out as a fishing platform, but is now known for...
See, and then this place too, I don't know, because now this has like a kind of like a cyberpunk vibe to it. I don't know, guys. I don't know what the hell I want to do. Because the Freestar place looks sick, but then this looks like kind of like a cyberpunky type of look. And I'm vibing with this too. So Peter asks, I don't think anybody is as hyped as I am. So type a W in the chat if you really think you're more hyped for Cyberpunk than I am. Because I don't think so. You can ask Crystal. I don't think so. Okay? I talk about Starfield. She don't even play video games. She's probably like, what the fuck, dude? I don't even care. Because I'm just talking to her about Starfield all the time. See, all those W. Nobody's more hyped than me. All right? Like, I'm the #1 most hyped person in the world. Dangerously so. But yeah, that I really do like this city. This shit looks awesome. That's where most of the bounty hunting contracts take place. But no honor pirates. No, I'm the most hyped person in the world. See, okay, so now listen. I don't want to hear. So now there's people in the chat. I'm not the most hype if I didn't even get the watch. That watch sold out in like the first 10 seconds it was available. I'll end up having to buy one off like Amazon or something like that, or off of eBay. And people are gonna sell it for. I guarantee that watch is gonna sell for like $2,000. It's gonna be ridiculous how expensive that watch is. Blubber, you got one? How much you want to sell it for, Blubber? No, I'm just kidding, dude. But yeah, so when I see this area, I am kind of vibing with this area too.
Throughout the Settled Systems as a pleasure city where almost anything goes.
If you've got morality issues, this definitely isn't the job for you.
Ryujin is
okay, maybe not.
Of today for our future.
Maybe, what the hell was that, chat?
Our future tomorrow.
Everyone has been chewed up and ground up by Neon.
Settled Systems as a pleasure city where almost anything goes.
If you've got morality issues, this definitely isn't the job for you.
No, hold on. So it looks like, what is that? I was cool, but what is that? Grim says, where I'ma be chilling. Oh no, dude. Is that it? Like, look how he put his hand. Look how he put his hand out, Chad. There it is.
Jin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow.
Everyone has been chewed up and ground up by Neon.
Try not to get this area killed, all right? This place seems legit.
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore, but these areas are also home to the most hostile factions in the galaxy.
The great serpent hungers. All heathens.
I love them suits. That black suit is fire, Chet.
A new face. Is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile?
See, these are all different factions.
The galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet. It always has.
There we
go. In Starfield, we're pushing our cities and settlements further than we ever have before. It's all there, waiting for you.
There's beaches?
A slice of humanity's future.
So, ready to get out there?
Throughout the galaxy, there are so many things to see
and stories to experience.
And that's how many factions? I don't know. There was at least six or seven different factions right there that are like planet stories that you can get involved with. But one of the things, I know I keep bouncing back and forth. One of the things for me
in Starfield,
about
we're
this
pushing
game,
our cities and settlements further than we ever have before.
Is that you can go from something that looks like this, you know what I mean, where you could be just RPing on the beach, shooting people in the face, doing whatever you I'm not a savage in this playthrough, but you know what I mean, doing whatever down on an area that looks like this, and
it's
then
all there waiting for you, a slice of humanity's
going from
future
that to something like that. Like that shit's crazy. That's crazy to even think about. You know what I mean? How dramatically different the environments can be. We've played No Man's Sky, Trigger Happy. Hell yeah, I enjoyed the hell out of it. Chilling on the beach, punching grannies. So there was a interview that was done because I know a lot of people are talking about performance issues, and it's been officially from reviewers' mouths themselves that the game runs really, really great. So, but yeah, it's just the landscapes here. Absolutely, it's crazy.
So, ready to get out there?
Throughout the galaxy, there are so many things to see and stories to experience. But the most important story is the one that you tell.
There better
I'm
not
the
be
type
any
of person
dogs
who
in this
spends
game.
Hours in character creation. And I think people are going to be really excited when they see all of the improvements we've made.
Character creation is what I'm worried about.
Through our character generation system,
I don't want to waste too much
We scanned a wide range
time.
of faces from different age groups and ethnicities. And by mixing and matching out that data, we were able to create highly detailed and diverse characters.
We use that exact system to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game. So any character you see almost always is a character you could make yourself.
All right, guys. So hey. we need to discuss this right now. We gotta come up with a time limit that I spend in character creation. It's first person and third person, so you can play the game fully in third person, so you can see your character, which I'm gonna play. Probably a little bit of a mix of both. It all depends on how the gunplay feels in third person, because if the gunplay is good in third person, I'll play the game completely in third person. But if the gunplay doesn't feel that great, I can't pull off really, really accurate shots from third person. Or if there's no transition from third person to first person, like seamless, then I'll probably do a mix of both of them. But you could play in both. 30 minutes, 4 hours, 60 minutes. I was thinking like 20, 30 minutes at most. Yeah, so they're about to say it right now. There's what, 40 different presets?
Come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
Here it is.
You start your character creation journey as though you're cycling through employee records. You'll pick from a lineup of 40 presets, and that'll be your starting point. Your journey from there can be as detailed or as quick as you want it to be. This new system has more to offer than ever before.
It's also the simplest character generation system we've ever had. We let the player get as close as possible to make whatever they want. With the various facial morphs you can blend together, the dermesthetic and makeup, blemishes, scars, piercings, teeth settings, it's a lot, but I think it's the most fun to use.
Character creation is more than just how you look. This is also
Say
where
20,
you start to
20, 30
decide
moments at
who
most.
you want to be. That's where backgrounds come in.
See, this is where I'm gonna get tripped up. Is the different? Oh, I stopped it right there. So listen to this, chat. This is the one of the because as you guys know, I love playing like stealth builds. And my play style inside in this game is I wanted to play a stealthy assassin, but I want to use, you know, suppressed weapons, but I also want to use blades because I've seen they have swords in the games and knives in the game. So I'm gonna use melee, blades, and suppressed weapons. That's gonna be my play style personally. And then from this, you see like starting skill stealth for a combatant who values discretion above all else. The ability to approach a target while undetected and kill with a silenced weapon is terrifying as it is effective. So like Cyber Runner sounds like what I want. And then you have right here, well, the standard is digital locking mechanism is renowned for its security. Any code can be broken with proper. So this will probably allow us to be able to do like hacking or lock picking, I guess you could say. And then thief, well, not entirely honorable. It's certainly not legal. Unless occasionally necessary to discreetly remove property from someone. So pickpocketing. Like this is it right here. This is I think gonna be my, like, I'm gonna go with something like this. But as you guys can see, there is a bunch of different backgrounds that you could choose from for whatever you want to play. I see one down here that's called Ronin. Let me actually move myself so you guys could see it. The whole list. This is the list that they have up right now. So as you guys can see, they have like a homesteader, a gangster, a Ronin, professor, long hauler, you know what I mean? A beast hunter, a bounder. So, yo, you could have a profession in this game where your job is to go. I wonder if you can taxidermy all the different beasts in the game and like make little taxidermies in your base and just have like this big haul of all of your kills. A bounty hunter, you know what I mean? Like that kind of makes me want to be a beast hunter, chat. Going around all the different worlds and just like getting a huge collection of all of the possible kills in the game. Like that would be cool as shit. And then you could just have like your like trophy room. Yeah, like a trophy room. That shit would be fire. I don't know if it's possible. I'm just actually talking on my ass right now. But it does sound cool. It does sound cool. But yeah, as you guys can see, there's like a bunch of different backgrounds. So whatever you want to be in this world, you know, you can go for it. But yeah, I happen to just stop it right on Cyber Runner here. Let me see.
Backstory.
Combat medic. So as you can see, medicine, wellness, pistol certification.
And start you out with
chef. I don't think I want to be a chef though, chat. But they are really good with knives though. Melee weapon can also be deadlier than a ranged combat when carried out by a skilled practitioner. A long hauler sounds like my thing. That would be a good one if you wanted to just go around, you know, and you really did want to be that like space merchant. You can mount the, oh yeah, where you can mount the trophy heads. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That would be dope.
Three basic skills.
Right.
From chef to dusty. You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when yours is going to come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your build even further by letting you pick up to 3 traits. Traits are completely optional.
So these traits are something I still haven't really wrapped my head around. I don't know if any of you guys, but yeah, like on top of your background, you can pick like 3 additional traits, which give like actually add to the gameplay. I remember them talking about one that's about to come up where you can like have parents that you can like go visit. As you can see, this one here, Neon Street Rat. You grew up in the mean streets of Neon. There it is, chat. There it is. You gain access to special dialogue option and better rewards from missions on Neon. Crime bounty by other faction is greatly increased. Can't be combined with any other faction. Like, okay, so like that's cool. Like that, I think that would fit my character perfectly. But as you can see, there's positives and negatives to some of these traits here, which I think is really, really cool. It reminds me almost of like State of Decay, where, you know, I mean, this is definitely a bit more in depth than like State of Decay, but where each survivor has their own like specific traits and shit like that. But the traits, I definitely feel like can change up a lot of stuff. I don't know how
they come with their own advantages and disadvantages. You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
So this is a trait.
Really you?
He'll join your crew and he'll give you gifts if you're willing to put up with his constant commentary.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air. I've got to have every molecule.
My favorite trait is kid stuff. You have to pay some credits to support your parents.
Nobody wants that guy. Get out of here. And he was like, y'all want this guy. Nobody wants that. All right, is anybody really going to pick that? Hero worshiper? He's, yeah, not that guy, yo. I would kill him as soon as he was like, I want every molecule. I'd have had to do it, chat. Nobody wants that dude, man. I think people would pick that trait literally just to kill the guy because you guys are savages. I know how you guys get down.
Sweet, and it's really fun to go visit them.
So this is
Honey,
the parent
we got
one.
ourselves a visitor.
Oh my god!
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
See, that's pretty cool, man. That the
There's
traits
another
could
great
have
one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story. And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
What a view! It's a feast for the eyes. Off we go to another adventure.
We'll let you discover that on your own.
Hey, Ninja Master, thank you for the super chat. Everyone, how do folks play your characters, i.e. same gender as yourself or opposite? So generally, I do a little bit of both. Ninja Master kind of depends on the game I'm playing. But for this, I'm going to play, like, kind of try to play myself. But, like, my first time playing Cyberpunk, I played a female. I guess it all just kind of depends on what I'm feeling. But I know a lot of people that do different things. But thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Yo, all right. So I seen this armor set right here. Chat, tell me this shit isn't fire. Like,
we'll let you discover that on your own.
Shirley, how you doing? Look at that. That is the armor set I need, man. That is very assassin. Like that I'm vibing with that. I need that armor set. And I do want to tell you guys, thank you. We got over 400 likes on the stream. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, whatever it is, I'm gonna be looking for an armor set like this, because that shit is fire. That shit is fire, man.
At everyone, how do you folks play your characters? I.e. same gender as yourself or opposite sex? Something alternative?
Yeah, so that's what I'm vibing with.
Once you've built the perfect character, that's when your journey can really begin. We took what we loved about skills and perks from our previous games and put them together to create an all-new skill system. Each time you level up, you get a skill point, which can be used to unlock or rank up skills. Ranks are unlocked by completing challenges associated with that skill.
Yeah, I really like that.
Challenges become increasingly difficult as you work your way to higher ranks.
I generally...
With our 5 days...
So most of the way, and a lot of you guys seen games like this, a lot of the games to upgrade skills, you just dump more points into them. But in this game, what you actually have to do is once you unlock it, now you have to, you unlock the lock picking. Now you actually have to pick 5 locks to get rank 2. And then rank 2 will be like, pick, 20 locks or pick 20 extra hard locks or pickpocket 50, like, you know what I mean? And it gives you things to do that make you better, like challenges that will make you better at the skill. And I personally love that kind of progression because it's not gated behind like grinding out XP or something like that. It's something that you can kind of just go out and focus on and do, okay, I need to go out and just try to find as many things to lock pick as I can, boom, and then upgrade. And I personally do like that system a lot. Exactly, like Skyrim, where you gain experience and levels and stuff by doing. I personally really do enjoy that. Dust, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Different skill trees and 4 ranks per skill. There's a lot to choose from.
There's a lot, holy crap.
I like the Xenosociology skill because it lets you mind control aliens.
Wait, what?
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost packing everywhere.
I like maxing out my physical tree so I can get neuro strikes and just punch my way through combat. That one's a lot of fun.
Invest in the skills that suit your playstyle.
I'm very much a stealth player. So, I'm out there pickpocketing everyone. My favorite part about being stealthy is slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie, and then jumping out and springing on people.
Whenever possible, I like to talk my way through situations.
This area's off limits. Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a run and gun player. I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them.
But it's definitely not my playstyle at all, but it sounds fun.
I like blowing stuff up.
I'm the guy that forgets I even have grenades.
Exploration is a key aspect of all our games. In Starfield, there are full star systems with new life, resources, and adventures.
That spacesuit looks fire too.
Our team worked hard to strike a balance between fun and realism. We studied data from NASA and a multitude of other sources to help us make the world feel believable. From the way we approached planetary atmospheres to the way we placed biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun. Once we had created a grounded world, we could start looking at all the things that make that world fun. When you leave a planet and head into space, you'll be navigating asteroid fields, having chance meetings with interesting strangers, dogfighting in space, and exploring derelict ships.
See, so it's like not only is there, a ton of planets for you to go and explore, like there's stuff even in space, like derelict ships and stuff like that that you can go and explore. Like that shit is freaking dope. Stealth Archer and every Bethesda, I definitely played a Stealth Archer, 100% did.
It's all out there. Ultimately, it's about rewarding your curiosity, because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know what you'll find.
Oh my! So this
Space
is the
exploration
ship build
is possible thanks to your ship. Your ship is almost like having another character or home you can make all your own. I think you'll be blown away by the amount of stuff you can do. You can buy a ship.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Customize and upgrade that ship. and hire a crew to keep it up and running. And it all starts in spaceports. Every spaceport has a ship technician where you can purchase, sell, and modify ships.
Anything I can help you with?
Maybe you start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Then you might round out your ship roster with a hulking space freighter to run cargo missions, or even do a little smuggling. For now, though, we're going to take our starting ship, the Frontier,
listen, chat,
and make some...
Just everything he said right there is just ear candy. You know what I mean? Like that all just sounds so good. You know what I mean? And obviously you can have more than one ship. I asked this question before. I was like, I wonder how many ships we can have. And you can have multiple ships. But initially, like, oh my God, that like everything that he just said just sounded so freaking good. It's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And now I'm sitting here, I'm like, dude, I don't even know how I would build my ship. Because like, obviously I would want a fast ship, but then I would also want, so I'd probably be somebody that ran multi-ships instead of, because you just take the same ship and just keep reconfiguring it, or like, you know, just change the configuration, or you could just have multiple ships. I feel like it'd probably be easier to have multiple ships. That way you can use and not have to keep changing things around, unless they have like presets, but I don't see anything on this that says like presets or whatever, so.
Some changes. You can customize and upgrade everything you see here. And you have two ways to do that. You can quickly upgrade individual systems like your weapons or shields, or you can deep dive and enter the shipbuilder mode. Here you can change anything from the systems to the look and layout.
That's crazy.
Adding a new habitat module can give you more room for crew. Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette. An improved grav drive allows for longer distance space jumps. You can even fully customize your paint job to get the exact look you want. The parts you choose to build with don't just affect your ship's stats. They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship. You can have modules for crafting, or for storing and displaying your weapons. Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers bring their own look and feel to every piece of your ship. From living quarters to cargo holds, mess halls, and control rooms.
See, so when I first seen this part of the game, I thought that this was it. This was like the base building. You couldn't like there was, you know, they took all the settlement stuff and they just put it in a ship, and that was going to be your home base, you know. So that's why there was so much different things you could do, so much customization with the mess halls and the guns and stuff like that. But as soon as they said that you can also build bases and like have, you know, bases on planets, I was like, what the hell? So I'm sitting here thinking, like, how far am I going to go with my ship compared to building a base on the ground? You know what I mean? So I don't know if I want to like go all the way all in on like the ship front, and then because I feel like then stuff kind of gets redundant, but then you know you don't want to always have to go back to base to craft. So I don't know. I definitely would have the essentials on my ship, but I don't know. I said I wouldn't. I said I wouldn't skimp, guys. That I'll definitely fully use the customization system in the game, but. It's just, yeah, it's going to be, I feel like it will be expensive, you know what I mean? To have a big base and like multiple ships that you got to, like, it's just going to be a lot of resources. It's definitely going to be expensive. So think about how much money and how many resources it's going to cost you to build, you know, bases on multiple planets, plus having multiple ships that you got to upgrade and change up. Like that sounds like very expensive to me. It sounds very, but I would want a fighter ship, you know, good shields, lots of guns, weapons, and things like that. Fast.
our modified Frontier is a practical ship, but with a little creativity, your ship can look like almost anything you want.
This is where they go off, chat.
It's a bit odd, but one of my favorite ways of customizing ships is I make them look like animals. The HMS Platypus, as I called it, where it had a giant tail to it. And we've done spiders, we've done mechs.
Look at that ship.
So it's really...
Oh, I call that ship right there. That ship right there is the Cryptic Fox. That's Cryptic ship right there, chat. Cryptic needs to rebuild this ship. That's it. Dude. And that's the thing is I can't wait to just see the internet and the images of the shit people build. Cause like the devs like are always creative, but I don't know why. I feel like developer creativity and like player creativity are two completely different worlds. Like the players are gonna do shit the devs didn't even know. They're like, bro, I didn't even know you could do that. Cause you know how players are. They just do it. I literally cannot wait to see what you guys do with these damn shit. Cause I don't have like that creative mind. I'm gonna try my best to like make some cool looking stuff, but like I never would have thought about trying to build something like this. Like it's gonna be stupid. No, but I seen that. I was just like, dude, that's crazy, man. So yeah, Max Blind. So when it comes to Starfield, I'm gonna be playing Starfield from start to finish, regardless. It'll do fine. Yeah, I'll definitely be playing that game no matter what, all the way through.
Whatever your imagination is.
And while you can build your home among the stars the way you want to, you're probably not the only person who will call your ship home.
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Engines ready.
The Frontier is fueled and ready, Captain.
Some of the members of Constellation can join you on your journey. These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for your ships and outposts, as well as unique quest lines. Eventually, some friendships might blossom into romance.
I don't know that I've ever really loved anyone except you.
And if you're looking for a little extra help on your ship, you can always hire additional crew at spaceports.
Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
See that like right there, as long as there's no dog companions, we're good, chat. Because we already know I'm not going down. We're not playing that game. But like the fact that you can go to spaceports and stuff and just like hire like randoms and to come and work on your ship or go and work in your outposts and stuff like that. That shit's awesome, guys. That is really, really, really cool in my opinion. They're better. If there's a dog companion, I'm not getting it, guys. It's not happening. I don't even ask because we all know what's going to end up happening. I'm not doing it.
Potential crew members out in the world.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off
Outpost
this rock.
engineering, like
assign crew to your ship or outposts, and their unique skills will affect how they run.
Like that's dope, man.
And just like companions, most crew members can lend a hand in the field. Take Bosco, for instance.
He's designed around the core basics of a NASA machine.
Please avoid getting shot. You might die.
I still wanted to give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated the limbs. This tends to make him feel more human-like and give him a little personality.
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Using the shipbuilding tools and crew selection features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams. And now, let's take to the sky.
See, that ship looks dope, but it looks big. It looked like it would not be that great in a fight. Looks like it'd be kind of slow.
We're putting you in the cockpit of your very own spaceship and telling you that you can do pretty much anything. And that is really cool for us as developers. Spaceflight should be exciting and dangerous, and you should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way. We've extended that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons. It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster. Powering up the ground drives will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump.
See, that shit's so cool, chat.
And moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight. You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out there.
Like that's how it is. Like when you see it in, like, you know, in Star Wars and stuff like that, they're always like power allocation, you know, putting all their power to their shields, or they'll drop their shields and put it all into freaking offense or speed and stuff like that. And that, like, I don't know. I think that type of power allocation system is freaking awesome. Like that shit is, it needs Chewie hyper speed. But yeah, you know what I mean? It being like this thing where you can choose where you want your power allocation to go, so you can, you know, move faster, fight harder. That in my opinion is super dope. Maso, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. They better let me put a space helmet on my space dog. Yo, there better not be a space dog, man. Because chat's gonna try to get me to get it, and I can't do it. Game releases tomorrow. If you have the premium or upgrade, you can get it tomorrow. So yeah, I mean that shit sounds awesome, guys. It really does. So he just put all his allocation in his engines there, so his ship moves fast. He's got nothing in his grav because he doesn't need it.
Unlocking the targeting control system skill will allow you to zero in on specific subsystems of the ship you target.
So this seems like almost like the VAT system from Fallout. It seems like they implemented almost like a VAT system through a skill into the ship combat, where you can go into this mode here and you can choose what area of their ship you want to target. At least that's what I'm picking up from it. But it does seem like almost like a VAT system. You know, you can focus on their engines. You know what I mean? And the thing is I think you can board all the ships. Like, you don't have to blow them up. You can, like, maybe disable the engines, like focus on the engines, disable them, have them float in there, and then you can board the ships. I don't know what it takes to board a ship. I know you can, because I'm pretty sure they say it in here that you can board ships and go inside and clear, but I don't know if you have to disable the engines first or whatnot, because it'd be obviously hard to board them if you can't fucking... You can board them. So I'm thinking that you probably disable the engines with this VATS like system, or you just aim for the engines, disable the ship, and then board it. But I think any ship in the game can be boarded. I think they talk about it here in a bit.
After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit.
See,
you
that
can
guy
always
destroyed
turn any ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship.
Yeah, see, that's what I want to do. That's how you get all the good loot. See, so you can dock the ships, guys. Yeah, you don't have to destroy them.
Once you've taken control of an enemy ship,
it's yours.
There, see, we're stealing all the ships,
Add to your
man.
fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport.
Okay, so as you guys see here, we now know that we can have at least 9 ships. Because they have 9 ships right here. I'm stealing all the ships. I wonder if you could sell ships. Do you guys think you could steal a ship and then sell it? What did he just say?
Yours. Add it to your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport. But space is way more than fighting for your life. Just like when you're planetside.
You can sell them? Dude, we're stealing ships all day, man. That's the business. That's the business you got to get into, chat. You got to go around, kill everybody, steal their ships, and sell them. That's not savage, that's business. It's business, chat. Yeah, so that's the game plan. That's the game plan, guys. Just another day on Neon. Yeah, so that's the plan, chat. We're stealing ships, baby, and we're selling them. So, like I said, there's so many, and that's what I'm saying, guys, about this game. And I guess what makes it so exciting for me is because the stuff we're talking about right now has. When's the last time we even talked about the main story? Like we haven't, like, there's just so much to do in the game. And we're not even, there's more, guys. Like, we're not even, like, there's more to come, like, that we haven't even discussed yet. But all this shit, like, that you could just go and do, and none of it has to do with even, like, the story quest. This game is huge. It is huge. And I know one of the interviewers, when they were talking, they were like, the crazy thing about Starfield is it's like 5 or 6 different games all in one game. And then when I'm sitting here watching this, I'm like, man, it really is. It feels like there's so many different games. Like, you could, like, go into one little corner of the game and just do that and, like, completely not even know about the rest. Like, it's absolutely insane, the scale of this game.
There are plenty of sights to see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure.
Like, that shit looks
these
fire.
Massive star yards. Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard.
A star yard? No. Listen, chat. I'm not landing at a star yard and getting talked into buying anything, dude. I'm stealing the ships. Why would I buy a ship? Like, you know what I mean? That dude's tattoo on his face is pretty dope. Like, I'm not getting talked into anything. I'm stealing the ships. Yeah, that's a mouth tattoo. Yeah, it's pretty. Hey, I want to thank you guys. We got almost 600 likes on the stream. I do appreciate you.
One worthy of you.
Maybe you'll dock with a gigantic battleship, like the UC Vigilance.
Just imagine docking on a
big... Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the stars.
Like, come on, guys.
There are plenty of personal encounters to
Come on. Like, I would go rub with the elites just so I could rob everything they have. I love it, baby. You look like a pro. You look ready. I love you. I love you. See you later. Yeah, I'm docking with the elite, the rich people, so we can steal their goods.
Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship.
Oh yeah. 100% robbing this place, chat. Like, do you think they'll let us rob it? It tells you the value of each ship when they're scrolling through them. Okay, got it. I'll be streaming this game tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be streaming it tomorrow. Yeah, I definitely would like to rob this. 100% happening.
Fit for the stars.
I'll pop their balloons too. I'll pop every balloon in there just because that's what a real space pirate would do, right? You can't not pop the balloons. It's mandatory. All right. So if you guys wanna go through, you gotta pop the balloons. Those balloons better be poppable, Todd. All right. Grab a balloon and rub it.
Plenty of personal encounters to be had as well. You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info.
What?
Or maybe even commit an act of piracy.
Let's do this.
When I'm playing, I generally go crazy.
It's like
I definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want to.
So
the UC vigilance.
Here, what he just said is you can hail any ship that you pass. It's kind of like in Red Dead, you know, when you're passing somebody, you can be, hey, you, and then they say something stupid and you shoot them. You can just be passing a random ship and be like, hey, trade with them.
Elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship
like
fit for the stars.
What? I didn't even know that was. I don't even remember them saying this the first time.
There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well. You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info.
So let's trade. Piracy, I want everything in your cargo hold right now. There it is, chat. That's how we do it. Anything you can do about tell me about the United Colonies and heard anything interesting. Yeah, you definitely just got to rob them. I'm robbing everybody.
Or maybe even commit an act of piracy.
Let's do this.
When I'm playing, I generally go crazy. I definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want to take over ships. I'm gonna board ships. I'm like, this is now mine. I steal all the sandwiches and put them, you know, in my cargo hold that I have specifically for sandwiches. I don't want to play the hero, but I want to go out and just start taking things from people as quickly as possible.
Some strangers.
Damn, did you see all her sandwiches, chat? That's goals.
Like, this is now mine. I steal all the sandwiches and put them, you know, in my cargo hold that I have specifically for.
Yeah, I think she's my hero. Like, I want to be like that one. Yeah, she definitely understood. She understood the assignment, chat. She understood the assignment, dude. That's goals right there. Like, that is goals, man. Oh, dude, I don't know. Out of all the things you can steal, though, right? Out of all the things you can steal.
For sandwiches. I don't want to play the hero. I want to go out and just start taking things from people as quickly as possible.
Yes. See,
some strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up.
Here we go. I already know, chat. Look at the name of that. Listen, look at the name of that ship. You guys see it? Oh, no, dude. Target acquired. Now, listen, if I seen that ship, I'm going the other way. Just because I already know. I already know, you guys. Like, the chat's not setting me up, dude. Oh, he said, what did he say? You can find some, I just finished cooking up some food.
Some food? If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Some of the best moments are the ones you discover on your own.
That looks so dope.
The thing I love most about Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through. It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting people, and getting sidetracked on zany adventures. Then realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a completely new story.
You're human. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
That DNA is so present here. It's in our random encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests, and it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit. We want you to feel like explorers, breaking ground on new planets, exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy. We want you to feel hopeful. We want you to feel this sense of awe and wonder, and sometimes a little fear.
Damn, that's a lot of enemies.
We're giving you a massive playground and a ton of toys, and just setting you free.
Hold on. Did you guys see that? There's no way you could fight that off, dude. That's where you just run. Did you guys see how many enemies are right there?
Planets, exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy.
There's no way, dude.
We want you to feel hopeful. We want you to feel this sense of awe and wonder, and sometimes a little fear.
Look at that, dude. There's no way you could. I don't even know if you can run from that. You would have to just full allocation to. I'd probably full allocate shields, drop all my offensive stuff, and then dump it all into the grav drive. Because there's no dealing with that, dude. That's
we're giving you a massive
everybody shooting
and a
at
ton
you.
of toys, and just setting you free.
See, there was a wasted ship. They could have took it.
Hey everybody, we were showing you so much stuff, but we thought we'd just take a little break and show you some.
Sometimes where they talk about the watch and the headset. All right. So before we push on, because like I said, there's more, guys. There's still more. I'm so, like I said, I'm really hyped for Starfield. Like I said, the game there's gonna obviously might be some bugs, but when I say that, I do personally feel that this game is gonna be quite amazing. That I'm hyped. I'm hyped, and like I said, even if it's just what we see here, you know what I mean. It's gonna be good, guys. There's no way this can't be. Just when I'm watching right now, I'm like, yeah, this is cool. Like, this shit is cool, man. And the thing is a lot of games, they do gameplay trailers, they do cinematic trailers and stuff like that, and they don't really showcase a lot. With this deep dive, it's kind of they kind of laid the whole game out there for everybody to see. You know what I mean? It's not like they're hiding anything. And the only thing that they really haven't gone into depth with is story stuff. But they've said it before. They want you to kind of figure shit out on your own. It's gonna be fire, guys. It's definitely gonna be fire. And we're stealing it. We're stealing everything, guys.
In every one of our games, we always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds. But Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world, it's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy. So why go this big with Starfield? Because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level. The freedom to experience both the exciting planets and the quiet ones. Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting, building, and customizing.
I think what's cool about this whole system that we generate the planet itself as a procedural content, but the handcrafted content itself comes as the player explore. Our system builds a planet as the player approaches it. We stitch together a block of terrain. After that, we have the system that adds interesting locations for the player to explore, creatures to encounter, ore and plants to pick up. It allows us to add that touch of environmental storytelling. And
it's so crazy because it's like all the stuff that we've seen up to this point, like the exploration of this just completely feels like a completely different game. You know what I mean? Like just going around, exploring the fauna and stuff like that. Like not like, you know, to go from fighting pirates in space and stealing sandwiches and building ships and doing all this stuff with the pirates and then just like coming down and then like just kind of being on like a real chill planet with nothing on it, and you're kind of just building your own little base and mining, gathering ore and shit like that for crafting, or going to another planet and, you know, hunting animals for trophies or beast hunter or whatever that, you know, it's just the vibe is just, it's so good. I did hear somebody say that there was jail in this game, kind of like Skyrim and shit. Like you could actually get arrested and like go to jail. And I wonder if it's like Skyrim where you could break out of jail too. But the goal is obviously to not go to jail. Obviously. Macho, thank you again with another super chat. With stealing space jail is confirmed. This is going down in history, man. This is coming from a PS5 guy. I'll be playing on my PC. There it is. Thank you for the super chat. No, I'm excited. Yeah. The fact that there's like jail, like that's cool. That really is cool. If you get the adoring fan, he'll break you out for sure. He's not gonna let you sit in there. So in my opinion, why do I think Starfield will be any better than No Man's Sky? Just a detail. No Man's Sky was a phenomenal game. I said this in the beginning of the stream. No Man's Sky was a great game. The exploration was really great, but the planets were quite repetitive. And they were very, very barren because it was all procedurally generated. There were just these huge, massive, massive planets. 90% of the planet you would never even walk on because it was just pointless. The POIs were repetitive on the planets. And there was no story. Like the main story in No Man's Sky was very linear and it wasn't exciting, nothing really all that interesting. The story wasn't all that. There was no factions, there was no side quests, there was no characters, there was there really wasn't a whole lot of immersion and stuff like that. Like the ships and stuff like that were cool, but even like ship customization wasn't even really a thing. You had to just find the ship type that you wanted. The customization, the you know, the play style, stealth, and so there just was none of that. There was no real skill system in No Man's Sky. It was just a very fun exploration game, but it didn't have any substance to it outside of that. There was no like longevity. I played No Man's Sky for about 8 streams, and by that eighth stream I was like, okay, I've pretty much done like, yeah, I could go around and explore more planets, but then what? It's just the same thing over and over and over again. The planet just looks a little different. And I'm pretty sure there will even in a game like Starfield, when you're looking at 1,000 planets, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. You know, some planets are just going to be kind of repetitive. But I'm more in this game for the story. I want to go down to planets, see if I could find side quests, you know, activities, things I can do. As you've seen, there was like POIs where you can go and people are like, hey man, you know, we're trying to run this mining camp here, but the local fauna are messing shit up. And then you get a side quest to go out and help exterminate the fauna so these miners could continue. Like none of that shit exists in No Man's Sky. You know what I mean? It's just, it adds to the immersion, you know what I mean? And I really, really do enjoy that kind of stuff. So that's what the big difference between a game like this and No Man's Sky. Star-Lord from the hospital. I hope everything's going good. Now, the one thing is, I seen somebody say, I wonder if you could find Subnautica planet. So the one thing about this game is, I don't know if you'll be able to go in the water though. Because I feel like if you could go in the water, they would have at least had one scene where you could go in the water. So I don't know if you can go in the water in this game, guys. I don't know if there's going to be like underwater like exploration, because that was one thing that No Man's Sky had, was there was water exploration. I don't know if there's going to be water exploration in this. That would be a treat if you could. But we didn't see a single frame of water exploration. So I don't know. Modders will make it so exactly. The modders will make Flashy. If you're still here, brother, is that something that's possible? So I mean, a lot of people in chat are saying we're probably gonna be able to go in the water. All right. I mean, if we can go in water, that'd be cool. That'd definitely be cool. There are beaches. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are beaches. Yeah, you guys are right. There was beaches. You can't have a beach and not be able to go in the water, dude. All right. So I'll just, I mean, that's just another layer right there. Going in, if there's planets that are really, really water-based and going, that would be cool.
Bethesda is known for.
Aggressive creatures have been disrupting our experiments.
See right here.
Their habitat isn't far from here. If you could take care of them for us, we would be in your debt.
So even if your friends were to visit the same planet that you had, you would have a different story to tell.
I mean, didn't even try to be sneaky, just ran up in there. That little gun is nasty. Oh, all right. Hey. So look at this gun, guys. Look at this gun. I seen this before, and I wanted to talk on it. Doesn't this look like almost like a traditional like 1911? And like that gun is sick, and I want it. It looks almost like a 1911, doesn't it? Yeah, I seen that before, and I was like, yo, that shit looks fire, man. Looks like almost like a 1911, and that's the thing I like about the game's guns and stuff like this. It's not like super futuristic. See how many rounds it holds? Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, 9 rounds. It was 9 rounds before he started shooting. So yeah.
It's completely up to you how you want to interact with each planet. Whether you want to explore and see what you can find, harvest resources.
Does anybody know? I wonder if all of the resources you loot, like think of like a Fallout game, for instance. You loot, you fill your inventory. Does our cargo hold on our ship act as like storage? Is that where we like just store all our stuff? So the more cargo storage holds you have on your ship, maybe the more stuff you can just go to planets and just loot. Because you guys know me, I'm a loot goblin. So I wonder if like you could just like go boom, you drop, you go back out, you come back, you just go back and forth and just loot everything. Or if there's like, or if the cargo hold is for something specific. Kev said you'll find out tomorrow, bro. Yeah, so I didn't know if the cargo hold was like for specific things and then like things you loot like, you know, throughout the world, or if it was all like one storage system. Yeah, that's how I was thinking of the looting system. Go out, fill up, and then come back, unload. Go out, fill up, come back, unload. So early on, I can already see, like, am I like coming up with like a game plan of like things I want to approach, like playing a game like this. Things I think are going to be super important is getting that jump pack, that jet pack, for just traversing, probably super number one priority. Getting strong shields on your ship and a lot of cargo hold space. That's like top.
Sources and be on your way?
Justin, I appreciate that, man.
Or simply take in the views. With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
If you have the skills, you can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals.
That's so sick, dude.
You can get experience and rewards for fully surveying planets and fully surveying a whole system.
So scan, guys. I already know people in chat. People in chat are gonna be like, Brian, scans, because you guys know me. I'm gonna be forgetting to scan, and people are gonna be yelling at me, telling me to scan. But yeah, being able to like figure out what, you know, animals like use. I don't know how. What do they mean using animals to produce resources? We fucking grinding them up, dude. Andre Perry, thank you for the super chat. Pre-ordered Starfield last week. Oh man, I seen some people in chat saying they were refunding their copy right now and pre-ordering the the early access copy for tomorrow. Oh, their poop? You think it's their poop?
Creatures. We really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want alien monsters. We wanted native wildlife.
We didn't want alien monsters. Sir, what the fuck is that? Because in my book, that is a alien monster. That, sir, is a alien monster. That, sir, is a alien monster. That is 100% considered an alien monster. Who the fuck is going to look at that and say that is not an alien monster? That is not a fucking cheetah, dude. That is not an elephant. That is a alien monster. 100%. That's not a crab.
Native wildlife. Something you've never seen before.
So that's not an alien monster, chat. You just look at that, but oh yeah, that's just native wildlife. A big cricket, get out, a mantis, the fucking monster, dude. Yeah, I know. I show up on the planet and they think I'm an alien monster. Yeah.
When it comes to our exteriors,
damn, look at that suit, dude. I wonder how many different suits are going to be in this game, because that suit looks fire from that back profile, that black and white.
All that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
Like
After some exploring,
we're gonna be
you can
exploring
find
all
a
of that.
spot to set up a base camp.
Here we go, chat. Base camp time.
Outposts can be built almost anywhere on any planet. And the habitat modules come in all shapes and sizes, filling all different purposes. You can even live in them.
So as we were talking about the base building and stuff, like, look at that view, guys. So you see how filled out this base? That's, I promise you guys, I will build a base that looks like this, that is full of stuff. Because as you guys know, I build bases. I have in the past, and they haven't been that great. Okay, but I'm telling you right now, I promise I will build a proper base in this game. I'm gonna do it. What do you mean I'm gonna have one cup on the floor? Don't even do it, dude. Brian will have one chair in a box, Max. You got, I'll have a little boat like that. You guys really don't think I could have a base with decorations like this? Yo, chat has no faith in me, dude. Brian in his one folding chair. Damn, no faith. Guys, has my base building been that bad? Really? Like, has it really been that bad up to this point that you guys literally have no faith? No offense, but your interior design skills are ass. Oh, dude. I'm telling you right now, chat, look.
Assign crew and companions to work at your outposts for added bonuses and set up extractors to harvest resources.
See what I'm saying?
While you're
like,
away.
that shit is dope, man.
Something cool we have this time is we have a new fly cam where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan out larger parts of the outpost and placing those larger
I'm gonna be using all that.
That way you can really plan your structures and what the overall feel of your outpost is.
Yeah.
And then when you're on your feet, you can
Look at
really...
that. See, I'm gonna have a base. My base is gonna be better than that, dude. Like, do you see the plants and the chairs and the workout stuff? Like, that's how mine's gonna be, guys. Just better. I'm telling you right now, you guys are. I'm gonna make you guys proud. Chat, you guys are gonna be proud. And now it might start off a little. It might start off a little basic because we got to build it up. But it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice, chat. I'm telling you, you'll see. So one of the things I see over here is like, if you look at the base, I don't know if they'll have like armor racks where you can like maybe set up like different armors and shit that you get. But yeah, I see like there's a bunch of different like custom decorations and stuff.
Much easier.
So this is all the stuff I was referring to earlier, where you can decorate and deck out your ship, but then you can also go to almost like they said, you could pretty much build a base on any planet. And I don't know if there's a limit to how many you can have. I don't see why they would have a limit. But if there is a limit, who knows? I don't know. Maybe we'll have to kind of find out. But I don't know if you can have multiple bases, multiple outposts. I feel like you should be able to have multiple outposts because there's going to be certain planets that you need an outpost to farm certain resources. And it would make no sense if you couldn't have multiple outposts on multiple different planets. So yeah, there's that. So that's why I think there will be. But that's what I think, at least. I feel like you should be able to have multiple outposts. Shouldn't have a limit. Shouldn't be a limit in single player. So I'm only going to have one nice base. Yeah, guys. Every outpost I own won't be decked out like this. You know what I mean? We'll have outposts that are maybe, oh, there's uranium on this planet, but no uranium on my main planet. So we'll set up like a uranium drill or whatever the hell. That's just an example. You know what I mean? And like we would farm the resource from that specific planet. But yeah, I wouldn't deck out every single outpost. Some of them are literally just going to be for certain resources. Trigger Happy, I appreciate you for popping and hanging out, man. One folding chair, a rickety old lamp, and one plant. No faith, man. So how much do you bet there will be an Easter egg from the oh, I definitely think there will definitely be Easter eggs for sure, 100%. That'd be really cool if you could find like a Dragonborn Pip or like a Pip Boy. I feel like Earth, the planet Earth, because I think they said that Earth is actually like an unlivable planet in this point of Starfield. Something happened, nuclear war, something forced humans off of Earth. So it'd be cool if Earth was like nuclear fallout, you know, and it kind of resembled the world after like fallout. So my goal is I want to see what Earth looks like. But I honestly think Earth is going to be like Fallout type of thing. And I think though I do. That's my personal opinion. I don't know. I have no clue. I can't say. But I do think that it's going to have some kind of Fallout vibe to it. All right, let's keep this going. So as you guys can see, these are the outposts. That one looks fire.
Add crafting and research stations in your outposts to utilize any resources you find or already.
So just so we can like start talking about like, you know, what's going to be possible research wise, you can see you have pharmacology here, food and drink, outpost development, equipment and weaponry, you know, obviously like weapon mods and stuff like that. So there's a decent bit of stuff that you can get into.
Already have.
Mod your weapons to adapt them to your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes. Larger magazines, a selection of grips and barrels, different ammunition like explosive rounds. All you stealth players out there will surely need a suppressor.
100%, dude. There it is.
You can also choose to go hands-on with melee weapons.
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
That grenade missed.
With Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat. It's more dynamic, the animations are more fluid. It just feels great.
Yeah, at least they got somebody that can
more
aim.
Mods and more weapons in this game than
that they're using aim.
I want to say any other game we've done before.
Or aim assist.
There's a lot of variety.
That suit was awesome looking.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat.
Look at that
sniper, dude. You may need to switch things up based on your environment.
So this looks like some type of thermal scope that they have on here, because you can obviously see like a thermal outline of that guy there that they're about to shoot. That shit's nasty. That shit is nasty. Like that's the type of weapon I'm gonna use too. I like my sniper rifles from long range engagements like this, but also we're gonna go with everything suppressed, handguns, stuff like that, close quarters, knives, swords, and because I've seen a sword in this too. That's sick.
Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around. And for giving you an edge in combat. Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying.
That's sick, man.
Zero gravity environments pose a different challenge. Firing a ballistic weapon in zero G will actually push you backwards. Energy weapons, on the other hand, offer a more stable shooting experience.
We also have mag weapons. These are high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own targeting laser and can dish out some serious damage. Whether you want to get up close and personal with your own 2 fists, or you like more compact weapons like pistols and submachine guns, or maybe you prefer something bigger.
Cool.
Starfield's got you covered.
There's so many different guns, man. There's a sword. Definitely using a sword, chat. 100% using a sword. Okay, so you can go from, I said it earlier, I was like, I don't know if you could be in third person and then ADS, and that confirmed it right there that you can. You see he's in third person and he scopes in, so that. So this moment right here in the thing, there's not been a whole lot of talk. And when I seen this, I was like, yo, having this ability is fucking fire, chat. And like nobody has really been talking about it like that, but wait till, yo, I'm just gonna let it roll and then we'll run it back and we'll talk about it. So let me run this back for a sec. Just watch this shit. Come on. That's fucking OP, dude. It really is OP. I don't even know what he did, but I want to do it. I want to do it. I don't even know what it was. It was the Force, dude. One more time. One more time, Jay. You ready for this? There it is.
Thanks again for being with us today. We are just...
So, yeah. It really was. It really was. That was sick. Fus Rota. Disables all the magnetic boots. Yo, that and dudes just start floating in the air. Yeah, I seen that and I was like, yo, nobody's really pointed this out. What is that? That shit is so cool looking. It really does look dope, guys. So like that's why I wanted to break. I feel like the direct, you know, kind of hits a bunch of different talking points in the game, and that's definitely what why I wanted to run through it, because it just really highlights like a lot of the different areas of the game, and it's so exciting, guys. This was one of the reasons why I was so like hyped for it. It looks fire. Will there be laser swords? I don't know. Like a lightsaber? Yeah, I'm pretty sure all that whatever that ability that he used there was, that shit's definitely going to be tied to the main quest line. Has to be, because that, like, I know they're talking about the alien artifacts and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure the alien artifacts are probably gonna have something to do with the magical abilities. So if I guess if your goal is to like unlock that type of, you're probably gonna have to play through the main story a bit. 100%. There was a video that was put out where what the hell was his name? Pete, I think it was doing an interview, and he said that, you know, he was like, you know, the game really doesn't even open up, or he was like, the game doesn't even start until you're done with the main quest. And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean, dude? The game doesn't really get going until you finish with the main quest. I was like, I don't know. It's exciting, guys. It's definitely exciting. I haven't been this hyped for a game in a really long time. Like when I tell you guys I'm hyped, like I'm like State of Decay 3 levels of hype for this game. I'm definitely excited. And not only that, it's just because the game itself is going to be amazing. I'm also just looking forward to what the modders are going to do with this game. Like, screw Starfield base release, DLC. Think about what the modders did with games like Skyrim, games like Fallout 4. Like, no land vehicles in the game. I guarantee modders are going to add them. Guarantee it. We'll be driving around in the freaking Mass Effect vehicle like 5 months after this game drops. Iron Man says, I say 1 week, dude. Nah, yeah, but it really is, guys. It's exciting. I'm super excited. And like I said, we will be playing it here on the channel starting tomorrow night. I'll be streaming it as soon as it's available. Now, the game goes live at 8. So I'm going to do my pre-install before starting to stream, just because internet. I'll do the pre-install because I've already got it preloaded. But when you preload the game, you still have to like unpack it, which takes almost the fucking same amount of time as pre-downloading it. So I don't even understand why they allow you to pre-download it, because it doesn't help all that much, especially on Steam, because you still have to unpack the game, and that literally takes pretty much just as long. So I got to unpack the game and stuff like that. It'll probably take like 5 or so minutes. So I'm gonna probably start the stream like a few minutes after 8. Once it's done pre-packing or unpacking and stuff like that, we're gonna jump right into gameplay. We're gonna be playing Starfield, like I said, daily on the channel for a while. We'll be playing it every day, 4 to 6 hours a day, and just exploring. And like I said, and I just to give you guys an understanding of what kind of playthrough to expect from me as a content creator, is it's not going to be, if you guys are like into like more like fast pace, like I'm gonna be honest with you, there might be streams where we're just like exploring and really taking our time. Like, there's gonna be a lot of streams where we're just hanging out, exploring, really just checking out all the details, all the side quests and stuff like that. This is not a game I kind of want to blow through really, really quick, but we're definitely going to be taking our time with it, and really, really exploring and, seeing what all the game has to offer. So if you guys kind of want like fast paced, you probably won't find that here. It's going to definitely be a lot slower. I'm not saying I'm going to be effing off and just not focusing on any, but like we're gonna be like going around robbing ships and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, so it's not gonna be just story quests and just main quests and stuff. It's going to be just random content. You know what I mean? Like just us really living in the game, experiencing everything the game has to offer. That's going to be the focal point here. Create your character who look like BJ from Wolfenstein. Well, the good thing is YouTube is my day job, fortunately. So yeah, YouTube is, I'm a full-time YouTuber. If you guys don't know, if you guys are new to the channel, I am a full-time YouTuber. So I do this every day. I stream every day. Not like this is my first bit of Starfield content that I've done in a channel, just because I kind of wanted to reach out, let people know, like, yeah, you know, I am interested in Starfield. We will be playing Starfield. These are my thoughts on Starfield, and that's what this video was. But yeah, I stream every day, guys, every day, and not only Starfield. So for those of you guys who are, you know, have been on the channel for a while, we will be streaming Starfield every day, but we will also be streaming other games too. So if Starfield really isn't your thing, you know, and you start watching like, you know, I'm not really into this, I still will be streaming 3 other games in, you know, I'll play Starfield, you know, from, you know, noon to whatever. And then the second game for the day will be something else. And then I'll, you know, go to bed, wake up, we'll play Starfield again, and then we'll play something else. So there'll always be another game. I'll have 3 other games in rotation with Starfield, just so for those of you guys who might not be into it. So this game is only single player, so I don't believe there's any multiplayer element to this game. Starfield will be the first stream of the day. It'll be I'll probably start every day around like noon, and we'll stream from like noon to like 4 or noon to 6, and then the second stream will be in the evening. When modders create entire planets, yo, I mean, that's gonna be sick. It's gonna be so sick. Will I drop it if the views drop? So like a game like Starfield, any big RPG I've ever played on the channel is generally, they generally always do well enough. I've never played an RPG other than Fallout 3 that dropped so significantly in viewership that it wasn't worth streaming. But I don't think we'll have that issue with Starfield, only because it's brand new. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like we have to worry about viewership. The viewership will be there. It's the only reason why I even lost viewership on Fallout 3 was because the game was like 15 years old. You know what I mean? So I'm not really worried about viewership. But even, let's just say hypothetically, the viewership does drop significantly on Starfield. Yeah, I'm still gonna play it. I'm still gonna play it. So it's just one of those things. Yeah, this is one of those games that I'm gonna play regardless, just because I'm interested in it. So the size of the game, for those, I preloaded it today, it was about 120 gigs. So it's a little bit bigger than Red Dead Redemption 2. It wasn't that bad. I thought it was going to be like 180. You know, thinking of the scale of the game, I was like, this game's going to probably be like 180 gigs watch, but it was like 120, 130-ish. I stream only on YouTube. Yeah, I do everything. So this channel that you guys are on right now, this is where I do all my content. I don't stream on Twitch and then upload my VODs. Everything I do is done right here on YouTube. I have playlists for every game I play. So yeah, you just subscribe to this channel, and anytime I go live, make sure you hit that notification bell, and YouTube will let you know when I'm live. But yeah, if you subscribe to this channel right here, everything I do, every bit of content, gameplay I do is right here. I do have a second YouTube channel that I kind of do some off stuff with, but I haven't been on there in a while because I haven't had time. But for the most part, everything is done right here on this channel. Barry, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate all the love. You know, you guys are awesome. But yeah, I'm excited, guys. I haven't been this excited for a game since Dying Light 2. I was quite over the moon over. And you know, when Dying Light 2 dropped, I was a bit disappointed in the game. I love the game now. What they did, they changed and fixed a bunch of stuff. The game definitely feels pretty good. And like I said, obviously, I know Starfield's not going to be perfect. I know there's going to be things that I'm going to get in and be like, oh, this is a little weird. But overall, you know, everything that, like I said, that we just discussed and looked at on the Starfield Direct here, it's like, if as long as what I just saw is in the game, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm pretty sure, like some of you guys said, this wasn't even them showing us everything. This was just them kind of going over the big talking points of the game. I'm pretty sure there's shit in here that we haven't seen yet, and that I'm gonna be like, oh my god, this is so cool. And then there might be stuff that I might think will work one way, and then when we get in the game, it won't work exactly like that. Like a lot of people when they first seen this, they thought it was gonna be like No Man's Sky, that you'd be able to take off from a planet, fly into space, fly around space, and like they have that like straight freedom. But obviously no, like when you pick a planet, he'll fly down to it'll be a cinematic down, a cinematic up. Which I'm fine with, you know what I mean? And then there was the whole regions talk. Clive, thank you for the gifted membership, man. I really do appreciate you, brother. Whoever receives that membership, welcome to the family. But one of the things is with with the regions, you know, the planets being broken down in different regions and not being one seamless open world. And I already explained to you guys my thoughts on that. Like, it's really not that big of a deal, because if the game was one seamless open world, the level of detail would be trash. Look at games like No Man's Sky. There's not a whole lot of detail to the world. It's very repetitive, very barren, empty. There's not a whole lot to it because they have to render and have this whole entire thing loaded. And then you have to be able to get in your ship and at any moment be able to take off and fly into space. And you know, there are no load screens, nothing like that. So you can't get detail and have a seamless open world at the same time. It's just, we're not at that level of gaming yet. We probably won't even see that for another 5-10 years. But yeah, that's asking for a lot. And even the way the game is set up, like I said, even if planets are broken down into 10 big open worlds, you know, and you have to go hop from region to region to region, like, I'm fine with that. It is what it is. I don't care. Like the fact that it's not seamless does not make or break the game for me. It is what it is. And like I said, I would give up that seamless open world for detail, you know what I mean? Because that's all it's gonna do. Just like interiors, like a lot of Fallout in games like Fallout and stuff like that, when you go inside of a building, it always loads you into the building. It's not like in some games where you open the door and like you just walk in and you can just walk in and out the building. Like, there's always a lot of load screens in Fallout and games like Bethesda games. That way it can render the inside. And what that does is, like, if you load into it inside, it's a completely separate entity. Now they can have all the detail, everything loaded inside that building, instead of it all being, when it's all connected and stuff. The level of detail and the things that they can have inside has to be shrunk down, because that's just how game design works. So it is going to be interesting to see. Now, tomorrow, I believe the embargo for Starfield lifts at like noon. So there's going to be a lot of content that is going to flood YouTube. I'm personally not going to watch any game reviews, because I want to go into this knowing, you know, the least amount of real details as possible. The Starfield Direct was enough for me. So I'm going to go into it, because I don't, you know, and play it myself and draw my own conclusion and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not going to watch any reviews, because I already bought the game. I'm already sold on the game. But for those of you guys, I would, if you are kind of still on the fence, don't be scared to watch a review. But I prefer to personally watch gameplay over reviews. Only because I can watch a person playing a game, full gameplay, and see the truth compared to a review, which is just somebody showing me clips of gameplay and then their thoughts on it. You know what I mean? So I personally prefer watching actual gameplay. It's easier for me to draw a conclusion on whether I want to play a game or not. So to play the game tomorrow, you need to buy the the premium edition, or because the game is a day one, it's going to be released on Game Pass, actually day one. So you'll be able to play the game for free. September 6th is the the actual release date. But I believe on Game Pass, you can buy the upgrade, which is like $40 or something like that. And you can play the game tomorrow on Game Pass, right? Is that how that works? Before you take what I just said, let somebody who understands how that works confirm that. It's $30 to do the upgrade on the Game Pass version. Okay, so yeah, you can upgrade the Game Pass version, which is the free version of Starfield, and you can play the game tomorrow. So you don't have to buy the full $100 version of Starfield. You can just upgrade the game on Game Pass for like what somebody said, $40 $40. All right, and yeah, you get access to the game tomorrow. So that's sick. That is really, really cool. So if you already have Game Pass, yeah, just get the upgrade. I wouldn't buy Game Pass for this because obviously then you got to pay $10 a month every month to like maintain your subscription. But I mean, Game Pass I think is worth it anyways. I do think Game Pass is a really, really good service. You can get Starfield. So Gato, I explained this again. I'll tell you guys again. So Gato asks, are you doing story mode only or free roaming and grinding? Now, I know this might be off-putting for some people that are going to want to watch, the content of the game. Is I will be doing everything the game has to offer. So I will be doing story. I'll be doing every faction to completion. I'll be doing every side quest I can possibly find to completion. I'll be grinding resources on planets to build outposts and bigger ships. I'll be floating around in space, randomly pirating people for hours. So if you guys want a more like slow pace, really in-depth kind of hitting every aspect of the game, that's what I'm going to do. But if you kind of want somebody who's just going to be focusing on the story bits and it might be a little, I will be doing some grinding, you know what I mean? But it'll be a little more of a slower pace playthrough here where we're going to kind of really just enjoy the game and not just speed through it. I'm not saying I'm a 100%, every planet and every solar system, like scan wise and I'm going to scan as many planets as possible just because I don't feel like it's too hard and it's free XP and stuff like that. So, I will scan if we're on a planet. But yeah. Ricky, thank you for the super chat. Still behind on the stream, but is Brian cheap? Nico Bellic wore the same. Why you had to bring up the tracksuit, Ricky? Why you had to bring up the tracksuit, dude? I'm telling you, I'm not going to be cheap in this game, guys. I'm not going to be cheap, and I'm going to build a real base. I'm not going to even go near the grandma ship. That's not happening. I thought I bought Nico a tuxedo. What do you mean I'm going to be cheap? Guys, you have no faith. Is there going to be an online? So right now this game is strictly single player. I don't know if there's in the future. I know
I'm still behind on the stream, but is Brian cheap? Nico Bellic wore the same Salvation Army suit for 80% of the game. Just saying.
Damn, I got called out, man. The mission made you buy a tux. It was, damn, Jams. Why you could have left that detail out? All right, you could have left that detail out, and chat would have thought, that I got the tux. But if I'm a space pirate smuggling, illegal contraband and stealing ships and stuff like that, I feel like we should have more than enough money, guys. I feel like we'll be okay. I feel like we're going to be doing all right. Now, some people, like a lot of people, you know, are going to, how many, all right, let me see a W in the chat if you guys are going to be playing the hero. You know, the guys that are out there stopping the pirates. You guys are going to be out there hunting pirates and, you know, being the good guy, saving the world, like not doing nothing bad. Like, let me see the W's in the chat for all the heroes. Yeah, look at that, man. There's a decent bit of heroes in the chat. Not me. Out the gate, chat. Out the gate. Criminal. All right? We're from Neon City, all right? We're a hardcore kid off the streets of Neon City. Halo Boy, thank you for the fight. I appreciate the super chat, man. I hope there's no dogs or grannies in the game. Because we all know how Big Daddy Roll Ones does it. Listen, we did confirm there was a granny. She even has her own ship, and she offers you to stop on her ship. Oh, come on, chat. See how that's setting me up? If I got radioed from a granny like, oh, I just finished dinner if you want to stop by and hang out. And chat's going to be like, pirate her ship. What do I do in that situation? I can't not pirate the ship. But then if I do go, I dock her ship. I rob everything she has. I steal her ship. Then that just adds fuel to the fire. So as soon as I hear the granny radio, we're going the other way. We're going the other way, dude. Watch the plot twist. Granny's this cannibal. Yeah, right? You go there and she actually tries to eat you. You're on the menu for Granny. Robin Granny would be a new love. I would never, unless she had a really nice ship that I needed to take. That would be the only reason I would steal. I would dock Granny state. Her ship and take it. But she has to, it would have to be a really nice ship. But then at that point, chat would understand, right? You guys would understand if she, like, imagine if Granny had a really nice ship. JJ says, I don't think I could steal Granny's ship. What do you mean I'm justifying it already? So, all right, listen, like, let's be honest. You guys are just saying, if you guys pulled up and Granny was flying and she had a real nice grav drive, she had a whole bunch of missiles and rockets, and her ship was really, really decked out, nice build, fast, good engines, a nice, sleek design. You're telling me you're not going to take it? Come on. Everybody's taking it, dude. I'm just borrowing it. See, there's people that would. There's a lot of people that wouldn't too, but to just avoid that situation from happening, guys, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna avoid Granny altogether. All right. We're just gonna avoid Granny altogether, and I won't have to worry about it unless her ship is really nice. Then I just, it is what it is at that point. But I'm gonna try to avoid the Granny as much as possible unless her ship is just pristine and I need it. Macho with another super chat. Thank you. Plaque twist. Her grandson is Liam. Oh, that was. And next, I'm being hunted. I will find you. Maybe you could create a love interest with Granny in the game to get you know, free stuff. I mean, Granny did sound kind of lonely, chat. I don't remember exactly where it was.
Powering up the ground tries. Well, you're not alone out there. Zero in on specific subsystems. You can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship. When you're planet side.
I want to take and just start
cooking up some food. If you want to hear, I just finished cooking up.
All right, so here's Granny. Listen to Granny. All right.
Strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
See the way he said that, like other strangers might be looking for, you know, more human connection. Like, what does he mean by that? It makes it sound awkward. You know what I mean?
A little human connection in the darkness of space.
And just start taking things from people as quickly as possible.
Some strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Some of the best moments are...
See? Just pop on by. Like, what did Granny's ship look like, though? All right, let's see what
some strangers might be looking for a little human connection.
What did Granny's ship look like?
Of space.
Hello,
I can't really tell from here.
stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want
I mean, it looks like a nice ship, chat. I don't know if it's worth killing a Granny over, though. You know what I mean? That's personally to me sounds like a trap. Listen, that sounds like a trap to me. Oh, that's all I'm saying. It doesn't sound like Granny's trying to. I don't know about that. Is there alien species? Yeah, for sure. I don't know if there's like alien humanoids, but there's definitely alien species. We've seen a few in the early on in the game, some evil looking shit too. But as for like alien humanoids, no, the game's grounded quite in realism for the most part. As in like realism, as in like there's no different like races. 50 Shades of Granny. Nah, dude. All right, yeah. So let me see. Let me see them hearts in the chat for all my pirates. All my pirates, let me see them hearts in the chat. There it is. Pirates for life. Pirates for life, baby. See, so I feel like a majority of people are robbing Granny. Jefferson, savages. Who are the good guys supposed to be in the game? Everybody that I kill or everybody that I'm not is probably the good guys. We'll probably see a lot of good guys dead. That's how we'll know that they're the good guys, because they won't be alive anymore because we're the bad guy. Shit, we're probably gonna kill the bad guys too. We're just killing everybody. If it's a ship I like, I'm taking it. But there's a lot of heroes. There's a lot of good guys in the chat. You guys stepped up and, you know, gonna be playing the proper way. But I don't know. I might join. I don't know if I might join a legitimate, because I think there's an actual like pirate factions in the game. The Crimson Fleet or whatever. Yeah, like I might actually like side with them and just be a savage. As long as it's worth it for me. Where the other people are going to be trying to take down the Crimson Fleet because, you know, they're heroes. Being a hero is overrated, chat. Piracy is the way. All right. I'm going to bring you guys to the dark side. I'm not going to be a soft pirate. No. There's not going to be no softness here, guys. It's hardcore the whole way. I'm going to be feared throughout the galaxy. But again, for those of you guys that are watching this, I wanted to let you guys know that, yeah, there will be tons of Starfield content here on the channel. Full-fledged gameplay on live streams like this. Not video format. You know, a lot of guys do video format. I am a streamer. So the content that you're going to see here on the channel will be fully open, like live streams like this, where, you know, I'll be interacting with you guys in the chat. We'll be talking. I'll be asking you guys, you know, what should I do? Where should I go? You know, so it's kind of like interactive. You guys will be able to, you know, talk to me, especially because I know a lot of you guys will also be playing the game at the same time. So you guys will be able to maybe throw out tips or, you know, things like that. So it will be content like that. You guys will be able to interact here, have fun. It'll be a good time. And yeah, we're just going to take our time. All of my streams are pretty long, like I said, 4 to 6 hours that you guys will be able to sit back and watch quite a lot. But yeah, we have a good time. So thank you guys again. I appreciate so many of you guys coming and hanging out today for this. And Macho with another super chat. Granny is a shapeshifting space alien, like the Little Red Riding Hood wolf. Yeah, she sounds like it. No joke. That sounded like a setup. Now that I heard it again, I was like, yo, this. I mean, who just offers a meal to somebody randomly in space? Doesn't sound right. Andy, thank you for the 10 gifted, man. I really do appreciate that. Everybody who receives one of those memberships, welcome to the fam. Do I know anything about the story? No. Other than what they talk about here, I have no clue about the story. Now, if you guys want like spoiler-free gameplay, I don't like skim out spoilers. I just do straight gameplay. So, but like I said, the good thing about Starfield is it is such an open-ended RPG with so many different things that you could do that the only thing that you really can spoil in this game is the story content. But because the story content will be few and far, there's so many other things that I can do outside of story content. The chances of you like landing on a direct spoiler, like it'd be quite hard because, like I said, there's just so much you can do in the game. Me flying around in space, shooting at somebody, that's not a spoiler. Me on a planet, scanning stuff and gathering resources, that's not a spoiler. Running across a freaking random POI, a guy asking me to go out and do, you know what I mean? So it's one of those games that is a lot harder to spoil because you would have to just play straight story gameplay, and you would have to be sitting there watching me play the straight story. Now, like I said, if it is a story part that you haven't been to yet, you could easily just, pop out, hop off. But like I said, there's a lot of filler content in this game where you won't really have to worry about spoilers. And due to things being procedurally generated, like I said, my planet could be completely different than your planet. You know what I mean? So it's cool. It's definitely cool. It does. That planet down there does look like an Earth-like planet. Yeah. The thing I'm interested to see is if planets have biomes. Like if I could go to one part of the planet and it's like, maybe like a snowier biome, then you go south or whatever. And if the biome shift, or if the planets are kind of the same all the way through, kind of like No Man's Sky, there really wasn't like biomes per se. On each planet was like its own biome. You know what I mean? Where I don't know if like that's how this game's gonna be, where like the planet is the biome, or if it's gonna be like multiple different biomes on each planet. So exactly, so tomorrow I will be starting the stream for Starfield right around 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it'll be tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. We'll be going in. Oh, so it's been confirmed that there is biomes? That's okay. So that's cool, man. And that's the one thing is, you just think about how much time and exploration you could spend on one planet, just going around looking at POIs, finding caves, and stuff like that. And to think that there's just so many other planets that you can go do that on, like go up in space, search for freaking derelict ships, space stations. It's gonna be fire, guys. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, guys. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of stuff for us to learn and experience together. And I'm just so excited. I'm excited for this journey, and I expect it to be a good time. I do expect it to be a good time. I'm actually looking at this picture here. Let me move myself. This ship that this guy's driving, you can tell it's early game because look, the missiles, he doesn't have any other weapons on this ship. He only has missiles. And the engine is only 2 bars, and that's max. The shields are only 3 bars, and that's max, and he has no points in the grav drive. So you can tell this is an early game ship. But I'm excited, guys. So we're gonna end the stream here. Thank you. We've got over 900 likes on this. I generally, like I said, I don't do this type of content where I'm like, because I feel like, I don't know, I consider it lazy content because it's not my own, but a lot of people have been asking me, so I kind of wanted to just get it out there, give you guys my thoughts, let people in the Starfield community know that I'm even going to be covering the game because, I haven't put out any content about the game. So I wanted to kind of just get my foot in the door, let people know like, yes, I am going to be playing Starfield. This is my thoughts on the game. So if you guys are watching this back, and yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm so looking forward to it. So thank you guys again. Hopefully I'll see a bunch of you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard. We're going to be firing it up. Like I said, it'll probably be a few minutes after 8. The stream will be up all day. I'll probably put the stream up at like 5, like maybe 2 in the afternoon. So you guys will be able to come in, hit the notify thing, and the stream will be up. You guys can chat for, before the stream starts and stuff like that. So I'll have the stream up for most of the day, and then at 8 o'clock or probably like 5 minutes after I unpack the game, we'll be firing it up. and jumping in, guys. I'm gonna spend 20 to 30 minutes. That's it. Character creation, but I mean, the only thing I'm gonna spend a decent bit of time on is the look of our character. We're gonna try to make it look like me as much as possible. But the skills and the traits and like the background is what I'm gonna probably spend a good bit of time on, because I want to make sure that we nail it. You know, I want to make sure. I already think I'm gonna go with the cyber runner background. I don't know, unless there's another one that kind of suits my playstyle better, but I'm thinking already going cyber runner background, and then it's just a matter of choosing those traits. I think I want to go with the city kid or whatever, the neon city kid, and you know, obviously 2 others. But we're gonna spend some time, you know, maybe 20-30 minutes trying to get our character perfectamundo, and we're gonna jump in. Yeah, I'm updating my drivers first thing tomorrow. If there's a driver update. All right, guys. So again, thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. I will be doing one more stream tonight. Caspy, I seen you ask. Baldur's Gate we'll be playing that throughout next month. Like probably here in the next few days, we'll get it fired up once we get this whole Starfield thing figured out and how the flow of the channel is going to be. I'll start reintegrating the other games and stuff like that. So thank you guys again. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited. Hopefully I'll see you again, a bunch of you guys tomorrow. I'm stoked, guys. I'm stoked. But if I don't see you guys later, you have a great rest of your night. And for everybody else, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.